We are back on a dose of reality. As always, it's your boy Kid ISO, and that is
Blake Steele, yo, 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 yo.
so. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Always good.
yeah.
Always good. So,
Living the dream.
living the dream, living the dream. So, do you know how back when we were in high school, there was those guys who used to always try to their way of flirting with the girls or saying "Where my hug at?"
Yeah,
Where my hug at? Sure. And it's just always weird. It's always some weird, cringy dude,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
girl
yeah.
kind of doesn't want to do it. And so that's just their mo. There's just a where my hug at, dude.
That's crazy. I definitely had. I was like, "Where's my hug,
You was
man?"
one of those
I
guys.
think so.
Oh,
I think so. I don't think I was the cringy dude though. I
that's
don't.
disgusting work. If you were the where my
Well,
hug at guy, then you were
I don't think
disgusting
so.
work.
I mean, every time, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Every time it was like, "Where's my hug?" kind of situation. It was more of, these girls have came up to me and hugged me in the past. You know what I mean? Like I know these girls.
Doesn't matter.
This ain't like this is not
You're
like a
cringe.
like
Jesus.
a
Why don't you just
random
you didn't have the swag to just pull up?
and then just hug.
Yeah.
You're just I think that would be weirder
No, because
to just you're
I'm
just
the
a pull
side
up hugger.
I'm the side hugger though.
You're a side hugger.
So I just be like, "What's up?"
You
And then
just bury them into your
and
armpit
then they
even
just
after gym.
they just grab onto me and kind of try to put their head chest
Yeah, but
right
that
on my
doesn't work out
chest.
like that.
No, it always works out like that.
Mm.
Anyway, so because everybody else in the world thinks that's nasty work, the where my
Yeah,
hug at
yeah.
guys.
Where's my hug, guy?
So they said, "What's the equivalent? What's the female equivalent of the where's my hug at guy?" So that cringy nigga that just walking up to girls and
Yeah,
asking for a hug. What's the female version of that? What's the equivalent?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think for me, it would probably be all the "you need to pay me for my time" girls. Can you tip me for my
You need
time?
to tip me for my time. Is this present day, or
Yeah, yeah,
were
yeah.
women in high school asking you to tip them for their
No,
time?
present day,
Present day.
present day. Like you'll be on Snapchat, Facebook, some
Oh,
random.
like OnlyFans hitting you up?
Yeah, and they'll be like,
Okay.
"Hey, do you want to tip me?" That's what really kills me about that is they're like, "Hey, you want to be friends?" It's like, no, I don't. If I wanted to buy the porn,
Yeah.
I would have just. If you would have just
Right.
asked me, I would have just bought it because I wanted to buy it.
Right.
Now I don't want to buy it because it seems like you're trying to solicit me, and I don't
Why are you
like that.
soliciting me in my messages
Like,
too?
just tell me what you want from
Right.
me, and then maybe we can figure
A
something out.
sale.
Yeah, you want to sell? Okay. What do you have to sell? Oh, you
Right.
have pictures of your body.
Right.
Are you sexy enough where I would want to pay for it?
Right.
And then we can negotiate. Like you sitting there trying, hey, you want to be friends? No, I don't. I have enough
It's funny
friends.
because it's always like those bottom dollar barrel fucking girls that sit there in your DMs
Oh
trying
my
to ask
god.
you if you want pictures or if you want videos, and then you go and look at like their Instagram or whatever, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden they're just like blown out and been doing this for like 2 days and thought they were gonna make some money, but really they're charging like $5 for a bundle pack.
Yeah, it's nasty work, dude. It's extremely nasty work.
I'm trying
And
to think though. I don't have like too many interactions like on a on like not on a business level with women nowadays, unless it's like an interaction like publicly. So I'm trying to think like in high school what that girl would be, man.
oh, it's the girl who always is like short on her lunch or short on whatever she was trying to buy.
No, no,
It wasn't her.
no. It's crazy because there was two girls in high school that I didn't think about it at the time, but then the older that I got, realized that these girls were stalkers.
Mm,
Like they were obsessed, and
mm,
they did things that I didn't think at the time was like too much
mhm.
because maybe I just like the attention, but then now it's just like, yeah, it's just way too much. And those were the girls that like no matter where you went, they were just there. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like you could be cutting class and somehow they would still be there. And they're walking with somebody that you know and that like actually want to talk to. So it's like they befriend the person that you want to talk to in order to get the attention from you.
That's how I met Stoner Jake, right? So Stoner Jake, we had a well, that's not the first time I talked to him, but that's the first time we had like an interaction besides like a couple of sentences.
Yeah.
So we were leaving. We had a math class together. We were leaving that math class.
Okay.
This is in college. This is freshman year. We're leaving that math class, and he's like, "Hey, bro, like, can you walk with me to like Berg?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going that way anyway. What's up?" He's just like, "Yeah." So like there was this girl I've been talking to, and she like installed to find my iPhone and like linked it to her iPhone on my phone because she said, "Hey, can I use your phone real quick?"
Yeah.
So now she knows my location and she just keeps on like popping up and
Why wouldn't
like
she? Why wouldn't he just turn it off?
well, he did, but he
Yeah.
was just still like, we go to the same school, so it's not hard for her to like pop up on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? And she's like, yeah, it's just this crazy chick, dude. Like, we went on one date and she's just been popping up and like asking me hella questions and shit. And I'm like, damn. So I walked him back and I'm like, well, man, bro, like, be safe out here. And he was just like, yeah, bro, you too, buddy. Thank you. And then, yeah, man, I just walked away and I was like, what the fuck was that,
So
dude?
he asked another man that he's
Yeah.
never spoke to before,
Well,
could have set him up.
we spoke to him a couple times
Yeah, but
before.
y'all
Well,
don't kick it.
we weren't cool like
Yeah, you
that yet.
guys don't kick it like that. I don't know, on high school terms, it
Well,
definitely like
that was college. The first thing
even college
I remember
terms.
the first thing he said to me though, we were in this math class
Yeah.
and this old dude was teaching us and he was like doing the problem, but his ass was old as hell and he kind of knew like the process,
Yeah.
but he got the wrong answer because he was like literally doing like the computation wrong.
Right.
And like Jake is like, "Yo, man, that's the wrong answer, bro. Like the answer is actually this." And he's like, "No, it's not." And then he does it and he's like slowly goes through. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're right." And he just looks at me. He's like, "This dude is dumb as fuck." And I just start rolling. I'm like, "Damn."
Those are the first words he
That
said
was
to
the
you.
first words he said to me was like, "This dude is dumb as fuck." And
I
I
don't
was
know,
like,
man. I don't
"Damn."
think I'm gonna grab another guy to walk to class with me when a girl does something like this. I
Yeah.
don't think that that's the first approach that I'm gonna
That
do.
probably wouldn't have been my first approach
Right.
either.
I probably would have told that bitch to fuck off, first of all. I think
Yeah.
that was like the
I
first
think
thing
he told her
with
that.
a huge red flag. I would
Mm.
have posted my flag in that mount. I'm telling you. Because at that point it's like at least you establish that boundary. And she wants to go any farther than that, shit. I mean, I don't know, man, at this point. I might have to get a bigger girl to beat her up.
You might have to do that.
Yeah.
No, you know what? There was this girl that like said that I like
Her
we
name was
had
Trinity.
no, her name is not Trinity. I'm not gonna say her name on here. Well, I'll say her name, but I'll bleep it. Her name
Sarah. See?
Yesenia, that's
See?
her name.
See?
This bitch,
You and
bro.
all the
Oh my god, bro. This bitch tells me, bro.
you and the bitch word.
Yes, because she's a bitch. So me and my boy Jake, we're kicking it. He's trying to get out our homegirl. We were playing like pool in our little auditorium
Yeah.
downstairs from our dorm. Whatever. Like he tries to get at her. She's not really feeling it. He's like, fuck that bitch. I'm like, okay, cool. Don't really have no other talking to Yesenia. She friends me on Facebook. I accept it. Whatever, cool. One day I see her at a party. And I'm like, oh, what's good? She's like, hey, what's up? Nothing, bro. That's it. She then proceeds to not only tell the school, but tell my girlfriend at the time to her face that we fucked.
You guys did though.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Didn't fuck.
You didn't at all.
Hand to God.
Anything.
Never.
No pee-pee touch.
No pee-pee touch.
No pee-pee touch for a couple dollars.
No.
No pee-pee touch for a chicken.
No.
No cow, chicken, pee-pee
Right
touch.
hand of God, never touch his girl.
Did she have a pee-pee?
No.
Okay.
Never touched this girl, never seen her naked,
Yeah.
never did anything with this girl.
You wanted to see her naked.
No.
Okay.
She was a little frumpy.
Frumpy.
She was frumpy, yeah.
What is that? Like fucking grumpy?
Nah, it was like it's like between it's like you're not really fat, but you're like definitely not in shape, and it's just like a bad mix of like no ass, kind of big tits, but just like the body is just not working together well.
So you're frumpy.
So you're frumpy.
Okay.
She's a little frumpy. Anyway,
Yeah.
says to my girlfriend at the time, yeah, like we fucked and like you that's my man now and shit. So like
She established that.
right. So what do I get? I get a call getting cursed out. I'm
Yeah,
like,
from your
what's
girlfriend.
going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that bitch is lying. You can, bro, you can ask any one of the homies. You can ask my roommate Jake at the time. You can ask Jake. Like, I did not touch this bitch. This bitch did not come back to the
Right.
room. Nothing, bro. Like, it was not like that. She straight up, this is how I knew she told everybody. There's this girl, and I'll bleep out her name too, but her name was Shisha. And if knew some shit, then everybody in the fucking world knew some shit because she had the biggest mouth in the world. She was the gossip queen. Like she would just walk up to you and tell you just whatever type shit. Not even know you that well.
Is it because of her name?
I don't know.
because it sounds like somebody threw up as they were trying to figure out her name. Like
Mm,
maybe like when her mom figured out she was pregnant, it was like a like
mm,
what is that, bro?
I don't know.
What was that?
I have no clue.
Is that a noise?
It might be
Is that a sound? Like
a
an
sound.
auditory
It was a
track?
sound.
Was it
Yeah,
an auditory track?
probably.
Was it like one of those ad libs that you put in?
Hmm.
The name doesn't make sense.
So anyway, this girl, I'm sitting in front of my dorm with the homies,
Okay.
and she walks up to me and said, "Oh, I know who you're dating now." This girl told me. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She said her name is Asinya Masinya, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." She said y'all are dating. Like, you beat her shit up, and I'm
Birth
like,
control.
"Excuse me?" I was like, "That is not true.
No,
That is
yeah.
not true at all." She was like, "Well, yeah, she told me that. She's been telling everybody." I'm like, "Wow, that's
No way.
crazy." So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go confront this bitch.
Right. Absolutely.
I go into the cafeteria because I know she's there. I asked the homie. I'm like, I asked one of my homies. I'm like, you at the A.O.R? He's like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, you see her there? He's like, look. He's like, I see her. I'm like, bet. Cool. I'm coming.
Right.
Came through.
Like a
Crowded
shark.
ass cafeteria.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did you tell her off?
I walked up to her. I'm like, why the fuck are you lying on me?
Right.
She's like, what? What? I was like, can we talk? I was like, no, we can't talk. Why are you telling people we had sex when you know we didn't?
Right.
She's like, but and I was like, dude, that's not fucking cool,
Not
dude.
cool at all.
Like you have me getting my relationship
Right.
fucked up because you want to lie on me.
Because you're an incel.
I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
Right.
I was like, you can't just sit here and claim that I did this and that and like really have people believe in this. Like, bro, I got females coming up to me in front of my niggas talking about I fucked you, man.
Right. And like some random female too, not even somebody I even talked to.
Exactly.
So
So
now
what?
I know you're telling
So
everybody.
now you're just running your mouth.
Right.
I was like, bro, like you a real lame. You're a
What'd she say?
fucking
She
lame.
cry?
And she just is like, and she started crying. She
Crying.
left and
Why'd
shit
you do that?
because she was fucking wrong.
Yeah, she was wrong.
And then I sat down. I went to go get myself a double cheeseburger and
Sat
fries.
down.
Sat down with the homies and we
Yeah.
ate. And it was nice. I had
And
a
they were
good
all
meal.
laughing.
They were
and-
laughing. It was
yeah.
well, homies is like one of the niggas on the football team was like, "You funny as hell." I'm like, "Nah, bro. Shorty ass. She can't be sitting here lying and shit.
Yeah.
That shit crazy." So yeah, more of the story, man. Like these bitches be crazy.
I went camping one time
Hmm.
and I literally went with a buddy of mine at the time and these two girls.
Mhm.
I ended up sleeping with one of the girls every night of the trip.
Every night.
The last day, she had her period all over me.
Mm,
So as I was going to the bathroom, because I was not trying to make a big deal about it. I didn't want to make a big deal about it for myself,
right.
and I didn't want to make a big deal about it for everybody else.
Right.
Fuck her.
Right.
She should have known.
That was fucked up.
So I'm in the bathroom, washing my junk off.
Right.
I'm talking about balls in the sink,
Yeah.
dick in the sink,
Have
at a
to.
campground.
At a campground.
Bathrooms connect from the ceiling. So my homie walks in afterwards. The girls are on the other side, doing whatever they're doing. They hear me freaking out. Yo, it's everywhere. It's on my leg. It's in my hair.
It's disgusting.
It's everywhere.
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 Just everywhere. Yikes.
And dry. Like
Oh.
almost dry. You know what I mean? So it's like it's been there
Yeah.
for the time being.
That's
So I hear the girls laughing on the other side. They think it's a fucking joke. They get a huge kick out of it. And this girl that it ends up happening to, like I said, I don't say anything about. I don't say anything. I'm just embarrassed. I'm pissed off, right? She somehow comes out of nowhere and was like making jokes saying, "Oh, I hope I get pregnant so I could take all your money." So I left it alone. Didn't talk to her.
right.
Went back to the States. Was at my house with my buddy, bunch of my friends. Invited her to come over. Because why not? You know what I mean?
Right.
So she ends up coming to the house. And it's like probably like a 15, 20-minute ride from her house to my old house. Walking distance, probably like 2 hours. Hour and a half walk, easy. Right?
Easy.
So I get her over there. I wait for her ride to leave. I cussed her out in front of all my homies, made her look
Mm,
insignificant,
damn.
and then made her walk home.
You said go home.
Go
That's
home.
crazy.
Go home.
Yeah.
It was a fucked up situation, though. I thought it was granted. I thought that, I mean, now when I look at it now, it was like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
You
you're
know what I
kind of
mean? You're kind of a piece of shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I was like, oh, I stuck it to her.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
won that
I
one.
think I went as far as like throwing a Doritos bottle.
Oh, at her head?
No.
Oh.
What?
I mean,
Why would I throw it at her
if
head?
you're gonna throw it, you might as well aim for the head.
No, I
Shit.
threw it like down the driveway while she was walking away, and if she
Damn.
wasn't walking the speed that she was walking, then it probably would have hit her in the
Damn,
head.
how
Hit her
embarrassed
right
is
in the
she?
back of the foot.
How
She was really
embarrassed is she?
embarrassed.
Oh,
She was
very
really embarrassed. I
embarrassed.
actually feel really bad. Actually, years later, I
You
apologized.
apologize?
I apologized to
You
her.
know what? All right. Well, at least you
Yeah.
rectified the
I knew I
situation.
was wrong.
Get into it. The Warriors dynasty is over, and it's all Draymond Green's fault. Yes, Clay has lost a few steps, but Steph Curry is still playing like a top 5 player in the league. We know the Warriors dynasty was built on the three ball and the shot making and the shooting from not only Steph and Curry, but from Klay Thompson and to a lesser extent KD. But it was also built on having the best defense in the league, and Draymond Green was the catalyst for that. Great defender, good passer, solid rebounder for his size, came through in clutch situations in the playoffs. And through all that, he's cost the Warriors so much during his tenure as one of their best players, whether it be getting suspended during the 2016 finals, disrespecting Kevin Durant on live TV, and ultimately being part of the reason why he left Golden State, knocking out Jordan Poole, which disrupted his team's chemistry and ultimately caused him to be traded from the team for a guy in CP3 who is really on his last legs in the NBA. Just in the last 9 months, he stomped on Sabonis's chest in a playoff game, put Rudy Gobert in a chokehold, and full-on swung and slapped Yusuf Nurkic in the face, resulting in him being suspended 6 games for the first 2 offenses and now being suspended indefinitely for hitting Yusuf Nurkic. And all this has cost the Warriors so much, but even more so, it costs the legacy of Stephen Curry. What if they win in 2016, completing the perfect season and cementing their names in the history book? What if KD is convinced to stay in Golden State? The dynasty continues with the reloaded Warriors team with Steph and KD still near their primes. What if Jordan Poole isn't traded for an OTP and with the guidance of Stephen Clay, maybe becomes a legit star and an important piece for another championship run? Maybe there is no argument between him and Magic as best point guard of all time. Maybe he has a legitimate argument to be the GOAT. More opportunities to win championships, more opportunities to play with better talent. But the guy who's supposed to be his enforcer, the guy who's supposed to be a leader on this Warriors dynasty, the guy who's supposed to be his second best player, is hell bent on destroying his chances at greatness every chance he gets. And as this Warriors team gets older, unless they make a move, perhaps we really have seen truly the end of the Warriors dynasty. Brock Purdy is the MVP. Fresh off the back of a 45-29 drubbing of the Cardinals, along with a stat line of 4 touchdowns and no turnovers, it looks like Mr. Irrelevant is really in the lead in the MVP race. And I get it. He has a stacked squad, and it doesn't look as pretty as Patrick Mahomes, but he's leading the league in touchdown passes and in QBR. He's second in completion percentage and in yards. And I get it. He has C-Mac. He has Debo. He has Brandon Ayuk. He has George Kittle. And they've been balling. And of course, you can't forget about Trent Williams, that big boy protecting the quarterback and helping to get the run started. Yes. But the ball placement, the timing with his receivers, the calmness in the pockets, along with the numbers, I mean, it makes it really clear Brock Purdy is the MVP, guys. Especially after Dak falls flat on his face against the Bills. Lamar doesn't have the numbers statistically. Mahomes has had a down season with all the drops from his receivers. So let's stop the Brock Purdy hate. This guy is unbelievable. And the story of going from the last pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, to being an MVP in 2 years is truly special. And it deserves to be christened with the MVP. And last, and certainly least, Jake Paul won a fight against somebody we didn't know, in a fight we didn't know about for reasons that nobody knows or gives a fuck about. Now, I'll be honest. I'm talking about this because my boy Blake Still is a huge fan. So this is for you, bud. Was the knockout real? Maybe. Who knows? I don't care. You know what people do care about? You know what is really interesting? His little brother Logan. On TV with the biggest pro wrestling company in the world, with the United States title on his shoulder, looking like the best and most successful celebrity to pro wrestler of all time. I did not see that coming a few years ago. But hey, as Mr. Still would say, go Team Jake. This has been ISO Sports.
Was that a real knockout? Jake Paul? I don't even know who the other guy was. Have no idea who the
What's
other
his
guy was.
name?
And might as well tell you, go fuck yourself. Because Jake Paul's not my guy.
Okay. You know, anybody who's watched his show knows that Jake Paul is your guy. So
Jake
it's
Paul is
just
not my
so
guy,
it
but it
just it
definitely I don't
it
think but
you
see
make
that's the
every
thing.
time you
It
say
doesn't
some
need to
shit
be a
like this,
but
you make yourself sound like you're just contradicting
it
yourself.
just
Because
doesn't
then
need
you
to
go over
be
there, and then whenever
well, I'm
we're
just
talking
saying.
about him, you're just like,
What see, it doesn't
so
need to
it's
be a
like,
dick riding situation. It doesn't
Jesus.
need to be a dick riding situation.
Oh my god, bro, it's dick riding all you do?
No, I'm
Like
saying
you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
Oh,
It
bro.
really, really doesn't.
Doesn't?
No, it doesn't. All I'm saying is that
I
when
think
no. Don't start talking over me so that you could try to make me fumble my words.
okay,
When
go
it
ahead.
comes down to it, have I been supporting his his triumph? For sure. I have been. But am I sitting here dick riding? That's like me telling you that you're dick riding Bill Cosby, bro. Just because he's black, you're dick riding him.
Whenever I ever brought up Bill Cosby,
Doesn't
we've never
matter.
talked about Bill.
Doesn't
That
matter. I
makes
never
no
bring Jake
sense.
Paul up unless something big is happening.
You bring up
Unless
Jake,
something big is happening.
right?
So
I mean,
unless
that's
you
your
want to
guy,
bring the
bro.
reback,
What am I gonna bring up
I'm
Bill
just saying
Cosby
you got
for?
nothing. You
You
got
have
fucking
nothing. You're
nothing.
just saying things.
I'm telling you the
You're
truth.
just saying things,
No, I'm
bro.
telling
It's
you what the
cool.
truth is.
What is this truth that I'm a Bill Cosby fan?
No, that you're dick riding Bill Cosby.
When? How?
Oh, because I said so.
Oh, just because?
Because you could sit here and make pause dick sucking noises on the microphone about
Yeah.
me, then I can tell
Well,
you
I
that you're
can.
dick riding Bill Cosby
You
because
can
he's
say
black.
that. You could say that.
And you're telling me I'm dick riding Jake Paul
But you actually
because
bring this man up. We
he's
actually
doing
talk about
shit.
this
But he is
man.
doing shit.
Right.
So I have to dick ride him then?
Hey man,
So it
you
has to
be the
be
one. You be the
all
one.
right, guys.
He was like,
All right,
what did
guys.
you
Let me.
say?
All right, all right, all right.
He
I'm
said.
dick riding
No,
Jake
no. This
Paul.
man said.
Mm,
What did this man say?
yeah.
He said, "Yo, man. I mean, yo, him winning that fight, bro.
It's
Like,
huge.
it's so big,
It's
bro.
huge.
Oh my, it's huge.
And
He's
Logan
gonna be
Paul
fighting
got
for
you.
Canelo Alvarez. Hey, it's
Most
okay.
evidence.
That's your guy, bro.
No, but nobody's dick riding.
All right, bro. You don't
Ain't
have.
no dick riding situation.
He said there's no dick guy situation. Is that not your guy, bro?
You tell me dick riding, I say you're dick riding Bill Cosby. That's
All
just how
right.
it goes, man. That's the 1 + 1 = 2.
Hey, this man just is saying things right now. That's funny. All
It's
right, let's get
truthful
into
things.
it. Let's get into it.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Jake Paul's been doing this for a while. We knew he was going to come back with a
Oh my god, bro, it's dick riding all you do?
No, I'm
Like
saying
you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
Dude, he was coming back with it.
baby,
Oh, fucking dead.
baby,
Oh my god.
baby.
We are potting right now.
No, baby.
Potting. This is potting right now, motherfucker.
Hey, for real though, we knew he was gonna come back with it because the whole situation where he got fucking beat up in his last fight, and
Yeah, who he fought?
I don't even remember who he
Somebody
fought.
Fury. Wasn't it
Tommy
one of
Fury.
the Furies?
No, it was Tommy Fury. It
It's
was
Tommy.
that rematch with
Yeah,
Tommy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then No, that was KSI who fought Tommy Fury.
That
Who did he
was
fight?
who beat him? Damn.
Who beat him that night?
Who the fuck beat Jake Paul? Now we gotta look it up. Hold on.
No, KSI fought Tommy Fury the night that Logan Paul fought Dylan Dennis. So Jake Paul fought somebody else, and he did lose to Tommy Fury. That was the first fight he
Yeah,
lost to Tommy
no. That was
Fury,
the first fight
and he
he
hasn't
lost.
gotten a redemption fight.
And then
with him.
no, this was his first fight back.
Yes, this was his first fight
And
back.
they gave him a little
afterwards.
trash can. They were like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
you need to get a dub. All
Yeah.
right, we're gonna give you this guy."
So
Hey, shout out to dude, man, because he came out there, man, and I would say he fought a good fight, but he got his ass knocked the fuck out. So
it
there's
was
that. What is this fucker's name?
I don't know what that guy's name was. What was the guy's name?
All right, we'll see.
Look it up. Regardless, we knew he was going to have to come back with something. Everybody knew he was going to have to come back with something, no matter what people were saying. If, fucking, they're glad that Jake Paul lost on the last fight. They're glad that, he won on this fight. Whatever
Okay,
people are saying. Andre August, who I saw he actually had almost the same record as Jake Paul. I think he had one more win. But same knockouts and I think same amount of fights besides the one more win. I don't know, man. This is a tricky one. I almost feel like I don't have an opinion on it, even though I watched it. It's like I saw what I saw, but since we know now that everything's so easily staged with WWE, it's like you could really, really hurt somebody and it still be staged. And I don't know, man. I was reading some of the comments on our videos and of the fight, obviously our little highlight reel, and it was funny to see. Some people were saying, "Oh, that guy was stiff as a board as soon as he walked up. He had to have been knocked out," or "There's no way that Jake Paul knocked him out. You saw that he threw that hand to the right and then all of a sudden came in like it was already directed. It was coached." I don't know, man. I really don't even have an actual opinion on that besides. Good for him, dude. And it was a awesome knockout. And the fact that he came out like dancing to some Christmas music was pretty corny, pretty comical. The fact that he had his robot come out dancing with him was pretty corny, pretty comical. And it was just like the whole thing, you know what I mean? The brotherly affection at the end. It was just like it was so staged that it was almost like undesirable to watch. I think that that's like the only thing that I could say without saying if it was real or not.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Because it definitely was real.
Yeah, sure.
It happened.
I mean, it happened.
I watched it.
I mean, I guess if he knocked out Tommy Fury,
That would be one thing.
then I'd probably care a little bit more. But it's like
I'd like to see his dad, right? His dad jump up on there and start like barking at him and calling him a muggle and shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, but
Oh,
I
you
mean,
tiny
like,
muggle.
I shout out to what is his name?
Andre August.
Andre August. Shout out to Andre August.
What was that whole situation? I don't know if you heard in the like conference before, but Jake Paul was sitting there talking shit to him and his trainer, saying that like I guess they maybe had like the same coach, or maybe he had knocked out. No, Jake Paul knocked out August, or what's his name? Andre August, his trainer. So it's like, how the fuck do you think you're gonna knock me out if I'm knocking out your trainer?
Yeah,
which is pretty funny. It's like now we got this back and forth shit.
Yeah, I punching down. I have no interest in watching that. But I mean, good for Jake Paul. Like I'm glad he whooped this dude's ass.
Right.
Good for him.
Yeah. Again, kudos to you, Jake Paul. See what you do next.
Yeah, I mean, good.
I'm watching.
We know.
I'm watching.
We know.
I'm watching. Not dick riding.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, with the way you started out, buddy, we knew that.
What happened?
The way you started that out, we knew he was coming back.
Well, we knew he was coming back.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
What? No. Jesus.
We knew he was coming back. We all knew he was coming back.
Yo, man. They finna start asking you how long is he, man, in the comments.
Oh, where were we?
I was about to ask you for your favorite brand of feminine hygiene spray.
Oh, I always use new Sweetfish.
Why Sweetfish, Miss Coos?
Well, us models, under the hot lights and all, our cunts can get pretty skunky. And if it isn't fresh, I'm out of business. Isn't that sweet, you little moneymaker, you? Use new Sweetfish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Use new Sweetfish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Sweetfish.
Sweet fish.
Skunky cunt away. That's
Said what she said.
crazy.
If it smells,
I'm out
then
of
I'm out of
business.
business.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey man, but you know what? I'm really proud of her, and she was probably one of the first steps in the feminist movement. You know, keeping it clean.
This had to have been like a 1950s commercial, 60s, right?
Had to be.
Right. I mean, because it definitely looked nostalgic. It looked a little vintage.
Yeah, do you think that you'd be able to say that on TV now? Is cunt
I don't
considered
think
a
you're allowed
bad
to say
word?
that. I don't think you've ever been allowed to say that on TV.
I'm pretty sure
I don't think
there
you've
was a
ever
time.
been allowed to say that on
So
TV.
there was never a time you could say cunt on TV?
No, and I'm trying to figure out who they were trying to direct this towards because I see, this is how I know this is an older film or like kind of an older commercial because I remember my cousins and my uncles and my grandparents, maybe my grandpa, telling me that, if it's cologne, leave it alone. If it's fish, make it a dish. And it's like, I don't know if it smells like fish or cologne. I'm not fucking touching it either way. That's just me though.
Mm. Is that a deal breaker for you?
If it smells,
If it smells, I'm just asking. Is
yeah.
that your deal
If
breaker?
you're spraying fucking
What if she's just
sweet
like
fish,
she right
did she
before?
actually spray something? I don't even think I saw anything come out.
What if she's spraying like some
Water.
Nah, what if she's spraying like some men's cologne down there and shit? She's just hitting it with the
I mean, dude, I was
Dolce
always
and
told
Gabbana sky blue.
I was always told that when you smell any kind of perfume or cologne down there, never to go down there because they are
Yeah,
truly trying to cover something up.
that's crazy.
I mean, no guys are gonna spray their junk.
Yeah.
I've never thought of spraying my junk.
You know what is really insane is like, have you ever been like just kicking it, and then a girl goes to the bathroom, and you
Yeah,
go to the bathroom right behind her, and it just smells like the awfulest,
yeah,
fishiest, like hookah smell ever.
yeah. Do you know why?
Why?
You really want to know why?
Do I really want to know why?
Bro, you've been dropping the kids off way too many times, and
Jesus.
Shorty is not telling those kids to go home.
What if what if this is not even a shorty that I have nothing to do with?
Oh, then somebody's doing it.
Somebody's dropping the kids off in her. Is that what
Somebody's
it is?
dropping the kids off in her.
God, her pH balance is
Her
just off.
pH balance is completely off.
Hey guys, man, stop doing that, bro. That shit is just off. That's the worst smell
Yeah.
like ever in the world.
That is.
I like, and that's when you need some Sweetfish to keep that skunky cunt away.
I don't even know what to say about Sweetfish, man. Sweetfish, the woman looked like she was like 10 days away from like actually going to an AA meeting. You know what I mean? 10 days. I
10
mean, I feel
days.
like she had a good 10 days left in her. And other than that, man,
Keep that skunky cunt away. That's crazy.
that's disgusting.
Are you not a fan?
I was not a fan. I was not a fan. It did tickle me though.
One day you wake up, gone without a trace. One love for the mother's pride. One love for the times we cried. One love, gotta stay alive. I will survive. One love for the city streets. One love for the hip hop beats. One love, oh I do believe. One love is all we need.
What were they putting the condom on?
An umbrella.
I've never seen a condom stretch so far.
Yo, he was trying to show that, like, that condom could withstand.
That much
Yeah,
girth,
yeah.
pressure.
So he was just trying to show off and say, "Hey, this is what I got." And then she saw the little thing pop. Yo, it's crazy because everybody's watching this. Like, it's like
Yeah, why is everybody watching?
because they're sick fucks. It
Why
seems
is
like.
why is Grandpa in the corner
Yo,
just fucking
Grandpa
checking the
is
whole scenario out?
beating his meat.
Later to it.
You better beat your meat.
What the hey? You better go somewhere and beat your meat.
Hey, put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
That shit crazy. You seen that video, right? Yo, I think that's you know why I love that video, because she said that, but she was just trying to prevent domestic violence out here. And so this lady said, "You gonna put your hands on somebody? This thing will get you." You better beat your meat.
The fucked up part was how serious she was.
She
Like
was so
she's been in a
serious.
situation like this before.
She was like, "Yo, just get it out."
Yeah,
She was basically saying like these niggas don't get enough release, so like
right,
they want to put their hands on women and shit.
right. So just beat your dick, bro. And that's why I told everybody in that one episode. Sometimes you just gotta shag it off.
You bet. That's insane. Speaking of insane, man, I heard so we talked about Amanda Bynes and she had a
We
podcast.
did. We talked about Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes came out with this guy named Paul. What was his last name?
I don't fucking know. He was a doctor though.
He was a
He
doctor.
was
Sir,
like a
I think it was
microbiologist or some shit. Yeah, it was some shit
Or
like that.
Surinsky or whatever. He sounded like a Polacco. But
Mm.
yeah, dude. So she came out with Paul and she was telling she had these few videos. You know, obviously she amped it up on social media beforehand. And then she just had came out with a video today, this morning, last night, pretty much just saying like, yeah,
Well, let's see what it said.
So even though the podcast is doing really well and the response has been great, I am going to take a pause on it for now. We are not able to get the type of guests that I'd like on the show, like say Jack Harlow or Drake or Post Malone. So maybe one day, if we're able to get those types of guests on the show, we will resume the podcast. But for now, I'm taking a pause on it. Thank you everyone who watched. I really hope you enjoyed it. And that is all for now.
so what happened with this podcast? That's what I want to know. You told me she wasn't on drugs anymore, Aaron.
Anymore. I didn't think she was on drugs. Jesus.
No, I just don't understand what the
I
situation
said, you know
was.
what, Amanda Bynes, I'm really disappointed in you because I sat here and defended you. I was like, dude, she's not on drugs.
Yeah,
She's just a little nervous and whatnot.
and
But
that's
it
not what it
sounds
is at
like
all.
that you're on drugs because
Sounds
if
like she's
you
on
thought
drugs.
that you were gonna get Jack Harlow, Drake, and whoever the fuck
Post
else you said,
Malone.
Post Malone,
Yeah.
then you were just sat.
Did Paul break up with her? Are they are they in a
you
spout
know,
right now?
you know what's
Couple
crazy?
spout?
You know what's really crazy? Paul should have known better.
Paul should have known better.
Paul thought that because she used to be in Easy A and
Right.
all these movies from 10 goddamn years
Paul's a
ago,
serial jerker.
he thought because of that, because she was in movies 10 years ago, she had connections to fucking
All these
Drake
people. I mean,
and Post
the
Malone.
people that I think that she really, really could get on actually have bearing. You know what I mean? Like she could probably get on, like Josh Peck has his own podcast right now. She
Yeah,
could probably get on Josh Peck. She could probably get Drake Bell on since, you know, that whole situation happened with those underage girls. So it's just like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? She could probably get him on.
She
She
could
could
get
get
people from her era.
Orlando Brown,
She could get people from her era of
Raven.
like
Come
people
on, man.
who were doing movies and maybe people that she
She could
worked
probably
with and shit like that.
collab
But
with
like the fact that
Nancy
she thought
Classified.
that after one episode she
Yeah.
was gonna get Drake, like first of all, I
We
think
listened to
there's
the
like
beginning of the podcast. Don't forget that. And what did you feel? No, no, no. Wait. What did you feel? Like, how did you feel about the beginning of that podcast?
it sounded like she was one really really nervous,
Yeah,
and also that
which is
she,
fine.
which is
That's the first
definitely fine. It's
podcast.
your first
Yeah, when's the
podcast,
last time she's been on screen?
right? But also it
She's the
just
man.
sounded like, yeah, it was kind of crazy. She said, "So, are you ready for these questions?" And I was just like, "Okay, let's get it." And then
Yeah.
she didn't really ask any questions. She said that,
She
and
asked
then
one
that
question.
she asked one
Yeah.
question, and
And
then
then
the
Paul
guy
took
took
over.
over, and she said nothing else. And I was like,
It's kind of
"Okay,
funny how feminine he sounds, even though they're engaged. And I'm not saying that in a fucked up way. I'm just saying, I don't know. I've not heard a straight man sound like that in a very long time.
that's interesting.
I'm just saying.
That is possibly a thing." No, I mean, I don't know.
And the other thing too is that if this wasn't going to be a quote unquote like big thing for somebody, because they had to have paid for promotions in some way. And I say that because every movie that I've seen with Amanda Bynes in it damn near was on Netflix within the last month.
But it wasn't. But okay, if I'm being honest, it wasn't
Yeah.
bad. It wasn't a terrible
I'm not
podcast.
saying it was about
But it's
bad
just like
podcast.
I just think that like I don't know where they were thinking that just like off like
Right, off rip.
even people who are bigger names, it
Yeah.
takes them a while to get like
Yeah.
somebody like a Drake on,
But you got to pay
like
for
a
it too.
Post.
No
I
matter
don't
what.
even think you have to pay a Drake to come on because it's really one of those things.
Like, he
He's
wants to
not
come
gonna
on,
come
yeah.
on if he don't fuck with you as a
Yeah,
friend,
or a
like,
person,
or
yeah.
as a person, or he fucks with what you're doing, your movement.
That's
If
who
m
you dick ride.
Who? Drake?
Yeah.
Okay, you could
That
say that.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
that's who it is.
Possibly. You could say that.
On a very homosexy level.
If you wanna say that, go ahead. I mean,
All right, keep going. I
you've
just want to
been the
make that
one
comment.
you've been the one that's brought up Drake anyway too. So I can't really I just say I co-sign what you're talking about. So
Oh, you're co-signing?
if
At
anything,
least we're both
if
on the ballot.
anything, you would be dick riding him, and I'd be like, I mean, I
And you're
like him.
co-signing the dick
I
ride?
like that. I think he's a great rapper as well.
So
So
really, it's a threesome.
really, it's just you,
It's
and
just
I'm just being like, go ahead. I'm supporting what you got
so
going
it's a
on.
threesome?
Nah, it's not a threesome. It's a support thing. It's like how back in the day, if like a girl had a gay friend
Yeah.
and she would go to the gay pride, but
Right.
she's straight as fuck.
Right.
But she just went to go support her gay friend.
Mhm.
That's what I'm doing for you, bud.
So you're telling me if we didn't have like a 10,
What?
you wouldn't do a threesome with me?
What? Huh? Wait, question. Whoa, whoa. Back that up. What was the question?
Like a 10, bro.
No, there would never be anything that would ever get me to do a threesome.
You're not a
with you.
threesome kind of guy?
Absolutely not with another guy. Absolutely not.
I've never
no.
done it with another guy.
I've never done it with another guy either. So I'm cool on that. I don't even think
Right.
that my Peter would like work.
Right, but there wouldn't be one girl. Like, so this girl was like, yo, I'm not fucking you unless both of you fuck me.
Then that's cool. I'm
And it's
cool on
over
her.
with.
Yeah, go ahead. You be
No,
a
I get
groupie
it.
somewhere else.
I get it. I was
Yeah.
just seeing where you were at.
I'm okay. You be a groupie somewhere else. Fuck that. I don't even want a bitch I know you. I'm sure for sure you nailed. I'm
Well, you
like,
told me you were co-signing,
ugh.
bro. So I don't know.
I am supporting. I'm
Oh,
not.
you're a supporter?
I'm a supporter.
So you're the cock in the corner?
I'm just a supporter, man. I wouldn't. I'm not even really enjoying it. I'm just here for moral support.
All jokes, all jokes.
All jokes. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for Amanda Bynes.
It's a fucked up situation,
It's
bro.
like, bruh, like you know what sucks, dude? Actually, like we watched it and I was like, okay, this might not be so bad. Like,
Does she have eyebrows or are those painted on?
those are painted on for
Okay.
sure. And it's like every time you see her, she looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you
The only
doing?
thing that stays the same is her heart on her cheek.
Mm.
It's like Gucci Man's Ice Cube.
Oh, did you hear about Kanye's rant?
What's his name? It's Light Skin Ye. They want the light skin version. They want a George Floyd. They want a Virgil. They don't let me speak at the funeral. I saw 2, 3, 4, 5 white people not let me speak at Virgil. None of y'all niggas and Drake, nigga. Hey, hold on, be quiet while I'm talking, baby. Drake, I love you. I'm gonna get the tattoo. But any of y'all niggas, Trav, Drake, whoever, y'all gotta show up and don't tell me I'm talking crazy. Y'all niggas, I motherfucking Pharrell and me. Hey, come on. Me, Pharrell, we broke down this door. We all in this shit together. We all in this shit together. And we all dealing with a lot of... We all... And what I'm telling you, a lot of people have shit to say about my Jewish comments, but ain't nobody in this motherfucking room, and none of y'all entertaining niggas ever said nothing when I was praying to see my kids one of the last days, what's my nigga that got fucking, locked up for the Megan Salad shit? Oh, Tory. Okay, look. So Tory Lanez called me. We were saying prayers. We were saying prayers on the phone together. And I prayed that day. And y'all saw that shit. And y'all saw when I couldn't see my kids, when I couldn't see Chicago too. All y'all niggas on Instagram got some shit to say. Y'all niggas saw this shit. Don't tell me about my fucking political opinion. I made more money to show you that money ain't nothing. It's our money, nigga. It's our country, nigga. It's I ain't stolen from. It's his pyramids, nigga.
Kanye's rant or Kanye? Oh, when he was wearing the red?
Yeah. Did you watch
Yeah.
it?
I watched some of it. And he was
So-
talking about Nicki Minaj too and all that stuff.
Yo, this man went on like a 8-minute rant.
Yeah.
And it is just like peak Kanye.
Yeah.
And I don't even really want to get into anything he was saying.
And it's fucked up too because literally everything that reposted this buffoonery
Yeah.
was saying, "Oh, Kanye's back. Kanye's back," saying like he's back on his shit. But it's like,
Yes.
nah, you're just exposing the fact that he's schizophrenic.
I don't think he's schizophrenic.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that an album is coming.
Yeah.
And Kanye does this
Yeah.
when an album is coming.
Right.
I just seen new videos from him, at a listening party debuting some of the songs. Travis is on one, Kodak is on some of them.
Yeah.
His daughter's on one. So of course he's gonna go on a Kanye rant,
Right.
do his thing, yell and scream a little bit, and then be like, "Hey, here's music," and then we'll be like, "Maybe we'll listen to this and it'll explain the craziness that he said on
And it
that
doesn't.
live." And it doesn't. It's just
Did
good
you
music.
hear his daughter's rap down the
Yeah,
little portion in the live
yeah.
performance? Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was actually kind of dope. I mean, again, it's Kanye. He's
Yeah.
gonna deliver good music, and he's just gonna say shit. And do I think he means some of it? I do, but also, do I think he's strategic about yelling and screaming at a certain time when he knows the music is coming? I do think that as well. Shit, he knows what it is. Think about every time we've seen this nigga go on a yelling and screaming spree.
Yeah, his views just
What's
go up.
what's next?
Yeah.
What comes next?
An
Album.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know who's really, really hating on him right now, though?
ooh,
Kim Kardashian.
I
You
mean,
know why, though?
why?
Because, dude, his daughter is a spitting image of him.
Yeah.
Like a spitting image.
But also, here's the thing, though. Like,
Because I truly don't believe, like, based on the fact that, Kim was trying to cover up or hide whatever her addiction was back in the day, that this was some sort of like business or political move.
I
I
don't.
think that this was more of like I really truly think that this was a relationship for a
No,
sort
I
of
think it
time
was a
until it became a
relationship. I
business.
think it was a
Yeah.
relationship. I really think though that like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
she wasn't understanding that Kanye is who he is. And
Yeah.
again, it's another situation which we'll get into the Cardi and Offset and all these people. It's
Mhm.
another situation of I know who you are, but I think if I can be a good woman to
Yeah.
you, I can change you.
Which won't happen.
And
That's every man.
to
That's
every
every
woman
woman.
out there, like I want you to listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you this. That dude is never gonna like
No.
until he feels like he wants to change for him. Anything you do, if the man is angry all the time and you like everything else about him, but he's just angry,
Yeah.
if that's a deal breaker for you, then don't fuck with him because he's just gonna be angry. You're gonna be like, well, I made him dinner and I gave him some head, I gave him some kuka. Why is he still angry? The nigga just angry. He's just an angry nigga, man. Like whoever that person is, that's who they're gonna be. So it's like you're not gonna change him.
Right.
So and
No,
I think that's
absolutely.
everybody's like that's every woman's kind of like thing. They want to take that guy and just change him to I see potential in you. And it's like that man, you could do all that, and then some girl who's just a half of what you are could like give him some, and he's a different dude because he wanted to be for her type shit.
Maybe they all just need some Sweetfish.
Some Sweetfish, that'll do it.
Hunt spray?
Clean up those skunky cunts.
An attorney in Ohio has just been suspended for pooping in a Pringles can and leaving it in a parking lot. The Ohio Supreme Court have decided to suspend Jack A. Blakesley after this event calls into question his ability to do his job. And it also calls into question, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? If I learned my lawyer likes to shit in Pringles cans, I'd be slightly concerned, but whatever he does in his free time is not my business. If I learned that he also likes to throw them out of his car at random places, now I know I'm going to jail. Jack defended this act, stating that he didn't target anyone specifically and just has a strange habit of putting his feces in Pringles cans and randomly throwing them out from his car. He even claims to have done this at least 10 times this year. This dude took those prank Pringles cans with snakes popping out of it to a whole new level. But the weirdest part about the story is that this time he threw it at a victim's advocate center, and in 15 minutes after the incident, he was supposed to see them in court while he defended someone being accused of capital murder. This led the court to believe that there was some ulterior motive behind it. Jack's been an attorney since 1976 with no prior incidents, so they chose to suspend him from practicing law for 1 year, and we'll see if that is enough punishment to stop the Pringle pooping bandit once and for all.
The Pringle pooping bandit.
I don't think he should have been suspended for that.
I think he should have been fired.
I don't think so.
Okay.
When you gotta go, man.
Elaborate.
Like Shrek said, it's better out than in. And what if he just he couldn't hold it, dude? And he didn't want to shit himself before his very important case.
You can say stupid shit like that when he shit in one Pringles can.
What if he has like explosive diarrhea all the time?
So you're telling me that the guy's got a whole trunk full of empty Pringles cans that he shits in and he throws out his window?
Just in case. It's like a nervous thing. You know, like when you have a big so I noticed back in the day there was a basketball player, Bill Russell.
Okay.
And every time before an important game, he would throw up.
Yeah.
And that's how they knew, okay, Bill Russell's ready to play.
Yeah, but this isn't a B-Rabbit situation.
So what I'm saying is that like instead of like him throwing up,
Yeah.
he just shits. Like and he doesn't want to shit himself. So it's like, maybe the wrong part was throwing it out the window. Maybe he could have disposed of it properly.
Yeah.
But I would have given him a warning and been like, hey, dispose of that shit properly next time. Because if he's shitting in his car, like, is that illegal?
So if you get any kind of fluid or urine or vial you're throwing up or shit on a cop or anybody for that matter, that's an assault. It's just an
That's
assault.
what
No, no,
I'm
no, 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 no.
saying.
It's an assault.
That's why I'm saying
So
him throwing it out
the
the window is
public
the fucked up part.
indecency, no, I'm hearing you. So the public indecency's already got me fucked up. He's shitting. And is he shitting in a moving car or is he shitting in a parked
Well,
car?
obviously,
But
you
no
can't
matter
shit
what,
in a
this car
moving
has
car.
to be in public,
It has to
right?
be parked, yeah.
But not only is he aiming to shit in a Pringles can, because I can't even it's hard enough to piss in a large Gatorade bottle, nonetheless have to stick a fucking small whole Pringles can up to your butthole while you shit in it. And hopefully it's diarrhea because then it will at least make the shit easier. If it's hard, then it's not going, it's a lot of shit going in a small can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't even see a picture of this guy. This guy should be fired. This guy should probably be put up for the electric chair.
I disagree.
If this guy's out here fucking okay. So if he was out here running around jerking off, would it be the same thing? Would you just let it go? Or would it be crazy because
It'd
he's
be
in the
different.
car jerking off in
That's a
public?
sexual act.
But what if this is now a sexual act?
Shitting is not a sexual act.
I would beg to differ.
It's not. It's bodily waste.
They have a sexual
doesn't
move called the
matter.
Blumpkin when you get head on the toilet
That doesn't matter.
while you're taking a poop.
What I'm telling you is that
Yeah.
it's just a bodily function. Now, if people want to pervert it, then that's a different thing.
So you think that this attorney at law, who at the end, mind you, accused somebody of capital murder after he's been throwing shit out of his window, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Should just be off the
I
hook.
just don't think we have all the facts, and I think it's wrong to sit there and tell somebody they can't use the bathroom if they need to use the bathroom.
I can agree to disagree. That's fucked up.
Well, I think this is fucked up. Not necessarily because somebody is like doing something fucked up, but just because it's like, God damn, how could you be so stupid? So, these IG influencers, these pretty young ladies, got caught with over 200 pounds of cocaine. They pled guilty to the charges, and both are facing life in prison.
I love how they put the photo of them and then the photo of their mugshot.
Right. Beautiful.
Because
Right?
when I'm looking at them,
So,
they look nothing like their mugshot.
they don't. The two were driving a Ford Expedition with Texas plates from Houston to Atlanta when they were pulled over by the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. Police say their backseat was modified with a still aftermarket compartment. They also said the SUV's floor had also been lowered and welded back together to provide more storage room. That storage held over 200 pounds of cocaine. If convicted, they are facing 10 years to life in prison and as much as $10 million in fine. Trafficking that amount of cocaine from Houston to Atlanta was definitely risky, obviously. And their names are Raquel Dolores Antillo and Melissa DeFore.
What a bunch of idiots. Do you think it was theirs? Or that was some cartel shit?
Had to be theirs.
You think so?
I mean, they thought it was. I mean, again, that is basically on the low end $1 million worth of cocaine.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is a lot of cocaine.
It's a lot of cocaine. So
Yeah.
I think it was one of those situations. They thought, hey, we can make this quick milli, be done, don't have to touch this
Do
shit.
they make money outside of cocaine?
No, yeah, they're influencers,
models.
IG influencers. So obviously they're making like enough to sustain. You put that 500,000 in your pocket. Now you're just sitting pretty, whatever you make type shit.
Yeah.
But
No,
you
I
got a
understand.
500,000 to fall back
I don't
on.
care, but I do not think that they did this on their own.
You think it was cartel shit?
No, I think that there was a mastermind behind it.
Oh,
though.
absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
that they're because it's not like these girls were gonna come. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't think that these guys or these guys are Walter Winner prizes. You know what I mean? Nobel
How do you think
prizes.
they just came into the 200? You think somebody really was just like, hey, just take this?
No,
This
I think that they
transportation?
were just trafficking it. I think that they were just driving it.
True.
And I think that they were making a lot of money doing it.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
I don't think that even if they did have like the funds to do something like this, with how wrapped up your influencer funds are, I don't even think that this would be plausible in their eyes. That's $1 million. You don't even know what these two girls' net worths are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who are these two girls? Because when they take their face off, they look like they're on an episode of Catfish.
Jesus.
No, I'm just being honest. So it's like, I don't know, dude.
I'd still
I don't see it
smash.
happening because one of them looks like Brittany Griner, and then the other one looks like Jaden Alexis. So I'm just over here, just like, where's Blueface, baby?
That's insane.
This is the truth.
That's insane.
These are my feelings.
No, I hear you. I really do hear you.
I don't think that's 200 pounds of cocaine.
200.
200 pounds of cocaine.
Basically,
And
$1
net
million
worth, I think that would be
worth of-
more than $1 million net worth. They have $10 million in fines. Don't you think these cuckolds know what fucking street
Well, no, I
prices of
mean, what
cocaine are
you
going
think?
for?
What? Fucking kilo. So, kilo's basically 2 pounds. Kilo probably go. I don't know how much
Yeah,
a
I don't
kilo
know.
go, but
I
like,
have no idea how much cocaine goes for.
I don't know. I thought too. I thought. What did Lil Wayne say in that song? Whole key go for 20, half a key go for
But
11.
imagine how much it goes for now. If they're going from where do they come from?
Atlanta.
No, where they come from to go to Atlanta because
Oh,
they're going to
Houston
it.
to Atlanta.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like it's coming out of Houston.
Yeah. So
It
if
has
that
to be coming into
and
Houston
Lil Wayne said that in 2008.
in 2008.
So that was
When you could get a $200,000 house that is now probably close to a $500,000 to $600,000
exactly
house.
okay. So he said so with inflation we don't
Yeah.
know, but if he said
I
whole
think it's
key go for
millions.
20,
Yeah.
half a key go for 11. So if
Right.
a whole key go for 20 bands,
Right. Yeah, they were probably making $1 million off the deal. That was about it. Maybe 500.
hey man, well
I mean, somebody had to get their tits done. Those aren't real either.
I mean, you know what? Prayers up to those ladies.
My condolences,
and
ladies.
honestly, if
And your parents need to be spanked.
and honestly, if any of you young men would like to go and maybe support them,
Yeah.
put something on their books.
You better not put their fucking L numbers up or
I-
whatever they are there. Their M's. Their M numbers.
I don't know where to find them, but I'm sure if you search their names in the Atlanta,
Do you think they're going to get their ass whooped in prison if they end up going? Or is it going to be a situation where it's just going to be SA Central?
Do you think women fight in prison?
Are you serious right now?
I don't know.
Bro, I know that they fight in prison.
Yeah?
They have to fight in
Yeah?
prison. For sure, because you're taking it's like men. You know what I mean? You're taking the worst women in society
Mhm.
and you're putting them in one fucking room. And yeah, you're splitting them up and shit like that, but do you think that they're just fucking braiding their pussy hairs?
I honestly was gonna be honest with you. I thought it was like always like
Who?
HLA.
No, it's probably like WNBA, like GATEWAY.
I don't know what that is.
Drug rehabilitation program.
Nah, I think it's HLA.
Like
It
they're
has
coming
to
off the
be.
meth.
That's always what it was in like in the porn. It was always HLA.
I'm telling you right now, bro. It's probably really bad in there. And then the girls that don't know how to shut up, they probably get their ass whooped all the time.
You think women are just whooping each other
Yeah.
ass?
I've
So do
seen
you
how
think it's like gang like
I've seen
shit?
how big women get outside of prison. Imagine how big they're in prison.
Shit.
When all they have to do is eat, work out, and finger themselves.
So you don't think there's any HLA?
I'm sure there's some sort of HLA, but I'm telling you right now,
I'm sure
these
it's
women
like
have to get
75,
big.
70. All right, I think it's like 75% HLA and like 25% maybe they get into it. I just want to admire this mugshot.
Who is this?
I have no clue. I've been trying to do my research and figure out who the name is, but this is someone I would definitely like to put some money on their
I'm not putting
books.
any money on her books.
It said I got a bag for her. We even Adam 22 was trying to get the ad. It's M. What's her name? Let's
I don't
see.
like Adam 22.
Yeah, no, I can't find it.
That is the biggest cuckold.
Yeah, no, they don't. They said her name is Skrilla Doll.
Skrilla dog.
Skrilla Doll. I don't know, but anyway, no, she. Oh, maybe this is her.
She has some shitty tattoos too. Those look like
Oh, I
prison
think
tattoos.
this is her. I think I found her. What's her real name? It doesn't say, but her name on Instagram is Baby Joker.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at the tattoos. No, it's not her.
It's not her.
No, she's got Medusa on her neck.
Okay,
And
this is the
this
first one.
girl's got fucking a period eye.
Okay, well, it looked like this bitch. Yeah, so they have not been able to find this girl
What does that say on her cheek? Ho?
Oh, it does say ho.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I think she's for sure not getting her ass. So if this is HLA for sure.
It's crazy because I've seen like small videos sometimes on women in prison and like how like they like do these little videos to get men to send money into them and like for them and stuff like that. And then like you think about it and like you don't really like go and read their charges and shit like that.
Right.
But like obviously on the video it shows you their charges
Of
and shit. And
course.
it's like most of it is like some of the most fucked up things
You
that you
know,
would think
like,
of.
and that's the crazy thing because, like, if I found like a sexy little, chill chick,
Yeah.
dude, and then she got, oh
She'd
man,
probably stab you
I,
in the neck.
hey, as long as she stabs me in the
Chill
neck
out,
while
bro. I know
she's
you're
on
getting
top of
bricked
me,
up right now.
as
Chill,
long as
chill.
she stabs me when she's on top, I wouldn't give a fuck. I just keep it there. I'd be like, I'm gonna survive this to get this nut.
Fuck that, bro. I'm telling you.
PPAP. I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen. Apple pen. Pineapple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen.
You know, that reminds me. Speaking of the Asians, that reminds me of why I don't like anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Colin.
Oh, great. You know what? Here we go. I'm gonna get this out, and then we can go. We can talk about whatever. But I've been holding this in for a long fucking time, man. That should be fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah.
I get it. Y'all be trying to feed me these fucking. Oh, it's the stories. The stories are
It's
so great. The
cute. It's
characters.
cutesy.
Like, you can't tell me that you're enjoying this bullshit,
Yeah, dude. One
man.
line is like,
And the shit that kills me is like, then you got the niggas who'll be like, "Oh, if you're not watching the subtitle version, you're not living." And it's like, so you want me to watch something in another language
yeah,
and then read the fucking subtitles?
yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
It's like watching that Pablo Escobar shit.
It's-
It's
you
all in
don't-
Spanish, but the subtitles are in English.
It's like you don't feel the real pain of the characters. What? Yo, man.
It's happening.
And then everything is just with like these little tiny girls and like the little high
Lady
voices,
boys.
and it's just this shit's weird, man. And y'all be watching this shit, and I be thinking y'all niggas weird as fuck, man. I tried to be the guy who was cool with the shit. I tried my best. I tried not to be this nigga.
Yep.
But the shit y'all be fucking watching, bro, like it's always some weird shit.
It's
These
bad.
motherfuckers always got some weird ass powers.
It's bad.
It's always some overly sexualized,
Why
big
are
titties popping out.
the
But
resin statues like naked anime girls
dude,
too?
the shit be. And then you got these niggas, man,
Yeah.
who only like those, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're like, they got these little ears that they wear, and they're always like giggling and like,
Those
and
are the
like,
furries, right?
I don't know what they are. It's just scary, and it's like, bro.
Oh no, and then they do the.
Oh my god, that shit is so weird. And these niggas, man, bro, I be seeing y'all at these conventions and shit,
Bro,
just
it's yeah.
like almost in a circle jerk.
They're all
Cause
hard.
oh my
They're all
god,
hard
and
as
like,
rock.
yo, stop with the anime
Yeah,
shit.
it's a bit much.
All right,
It's a bit much.
stop it. And also,
Shout out, homie Colin.
fight should not last 12 episodes.
No,
That's
great for money wise for your fans.
because
That
I
love that
smack
shit.
the shit out of somebody who's sitting there making me watch one fight for 10 goddamn episodes. You
Yeah.
got me fucked up.
And then you got a little girl in the corner.
And then some little girl on some, oh my, fucking weird ass
you
niggas, man.
Tamagotchi ass motherfuckers.
Jesus.
Remember that?
Tamagotchi.
All right, man. I don't know if this shit's real or not,
Uh-huh.
but Lil Mabu Lil Mabu used to be the biggest simp
Used to be a hater, now you see me on your screen. Slide into the DM, but I leave them all unseen. My phone is blowing up, I got gushers in my lean. Foreigns whizzing down the road, we rich and all we see is green. Yeah, they're green. Hater DM, no response to my message. Now I pull up in a foreign and she jealous necklace. I just dropped a 30 on a necklace. Bling, bling. Stacking money up like I'm bad at Tetris. You can catch me speeding off in a coupe. You can catch me, I just let the horses loose. Shawty blow.
You don't write any of his music, bro. This lame ass dude.
I gotta be honest with you.
Lame
Are
as
you
fuck.
surprised that that was his start?
No.
Because, like, honestly, I think he even, like, says a lot of time, like, he always puts little things like that, like, "Oh, I'm not a gangster for living," and then he turns back into rah, 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 rah,
Yeah.
rah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, and now he did that one song with Krishan that we talked about, and him and Blueface are taking little shots, but
It's like a Jack Harlow glow up though, bro. Like once I saw like how Jack Harlow blew up, like you would never think that that weirdo and like this like original shit that he had put out there, it's that shit was just not it. There was no, I know everybody, you know what I mean, that starts off has those, and I mean yeah,
yeah,
we
no, I
all,
mean,
but
that's how
again,
it
I don't know, man.
again,
It was one of those
I'll
things.
say it like, there ain't nobody who just dropped and it was just great.
I know that. I know that. I just
Like,
don't
the only
know.
people who had
I
that
don't know
was,
if I
like
enjoy his lane that he's trying to push through.
who, Mabu?
Yeah.
Why?
It's definitely different. I just don't know if I enjoy it.
I mean,
Like everybody likes it a little bit too much, and I think I'm just gonna have to stand here and say that it's trash. Am I gonna
mm,
say that that one song he came out with, what was it? Something about mathematics?
mathematical,
Something.
yeah.
Whatever, dude. That shit, that shit was okay. Why? Because it was the first time I heard it until I overheard it. You know what I mean? And then it was like, okay, that was cool. But it's like I feel like this is Lil Mabu is just for the younger generation. Like,
Yeah.
and not only that though, Lil Mabu is for like a younger generation. And then that's what tells me that like the media is trying to push uh this rap shit, bro, on like younger and younger generations. And I'm not saying the rap as the music, I'm saying like in general, like the everything that comes with it.
And I think also, I think what the record label was trying to do is be like, "Hey, we have this suburban kid,
Yeah,
but he raps like one of the
right. But he
gangsters.
goes to a private
So you
school.
can identify with him
Yeah,
too if you're from the
yeah.
suburbs," which
Cool.
cool. I mean, if you find your lane, you know, make your fucking money. I'm not gonna hate on you. Uh,
I get it. I'm just saying.
I will
I don't think
say,
that I'm the biggest fan of him.
I
I
will.
know I'm not the biggest fan. Everybody, thank you for coming in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, subscribing. Guys, please, we're so close to our goal. I know we say it every week and we're probably sounding like a broken record now, but do us a favor and just subscribe
Right.
because I promise you I'm going to have to come and I'm probably going to hurt you.
Absolutely. Oh, and last thing, um, you know, hey, if you're in a bad place and you need, you know, to get it together, just remember, don't be a pussy. Good night.
You heard it here first. Don't be a fucking pussy. Have a good night, everybody. Later.